Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Syncfrog Expert Hour. My name is JP, and this is the Expert Hour for October 7th, 2014, in case you didn't know what day it was. So, today, I'm feeling a little snappy, a little snazzy, so why don't we use Salesforce? And I don't know. We did MPS last week with the web link and using the custom data field to provide a contact ID. And that was kind of well and good and fun for everybody. So if you are looking for that, go ahead and just look on my channel, which is JP Cardosi at Clicktools, jp.cardosi at Clicktools channel, and that will have a long list of expert hours that we've done with a ton of different use cases. So I was kind of on the fence today on which CRM to use. Do we want to use Salesforce, Sugar, Infusionsoft? Um, I really couldn't decide on it today, to be honest. So my de facto is always going to be Salesforce, as that's what I usually use. So that will be for that. So today I think we're just going to do a um, how to synchronize leads and contacts with Salesforce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a whole bunch of leads today. And these leads could be um, given to us from a trade show or something along those lines, where this is a big, long list of leads, 154 line items to be um, precise. And what we're going to do is we're just going to create these people as leads inside of our CRM here. So I'm going to create a new data leap, and we're going to say our Google spreadsheet to Salesforce. Like I said, that's the flavor of the day. And what credentials we're using, and since I have two different sets, it gives me a selection. And I click on next, and what spreadsheet? So I have a giant sheet of names, and we'll be using the incremental new rows or all rows. It really depends on how you're going to be synchronizing your information. If you want to sync it all and it's a live document type thing, you want to use incremental because it will only sync the new rows. If it's a one-time thing, you can use incremental because they're all going to be new rows, or your particular use case, you could use all rows. I'm going to use incremental, and we'll click on next. And what credentials I'm using the Salesforce. Oh, man. Sorry about that. So I'm using a Salesforce developer account, and we'll click on next. And I'm just going to actually click on create, because if I don't give it a title, one will be provided for me. And we'll say, okay, take me to the mapping. All right, so it's going to think about it for just a moment. Okay, so what it's asking for us is our Salesforce types. Like I said, I want to create these people as leads. So I'm going to click on add new section. And that's going to say our required fields have been added. So anything that's required, so company and last name. So I'm going to put company to company and last name to last name. And I'm going to use the auto map fields button. And that automatically provided our email address field and our first name field. Awesome. And I also want these leads. So if I look at inside of here, I'll click on this, click on leads. What else do I want in a lead? All right. So maybe the lead source. I'll put lead source of web, all right? So I'm going to click on map new field, and I'm going to say fixed value, right? So we're going to say fixed value, and that's going to go to our lead source. Excellent, which is our pick list. And just type in web. Cool. So that's automatically going to create these people as a new lead. with the company information as well. Now I can also put them in a campaign. So if I look at my campaigns, um, maybe I want them to go to this uh, DM campaign, right? So if I click on that, I need the campaign ID as its a lookup field, right? So one quick way to do that is we'll just open up another tab, click on there, click on search. Okay, so let's see, campaigns. Okay, so we have a event registration. Okay, if I click on all active campaigns and I click on go, let's say I want to add them to this GC product webinar. You'll see that I have the campaign ID up here. So I'm going to grab that value and we are going to copy that. And in my mapping, I'm going to click on Map New Field. Again, we're going to use a fixed value. And that is going to go to our campaign field. So we should have okay, that's why. All right, so if we want to add them to a campaign, we're going to use the campaign member, right? So I'm going to go ahead and delete that field. And what we're going to do is we're going to say campaign, add new section. We're going to be creating a campaign, right? And we're going to be creating a campaign member. So again, we'll just delete that one. And campaign member, a new section. So we have our campaign ID, and I'm going to again use that for a fixed value. And we're going to click on Map New Field, and we have our lead ID, which is going to be created in our first mapping section here. And so we can use our reference one lead. Excellent. So what that will do is our first mapping panel here will create the lead. So we have our new lead, company information, last name, email, first name, our fixed value of the lead source, where they came in from, and now we can always add new ones of this. And then we have our campaign member, which will give our campaign ID, and our lead ID is grabbed from our first panel. So the way Syncfrog will do things is it'll start mapping panel 1, do the company, last name, all this information, then go on to 2. So this is how we're relating our newly created lead to this lead ID reference field. Now if I click on save and click on OK, I'll go to the Google spreadsheet to Salesforce. There it is. And it should be this one because it has not run yet. And I can go ahead and click on activate. Now I'm using a pay for version of Syncfrog, so I can create a schedule. So if this was going to be updated every day or every hour, you can go ahead and run the schedule, but I'm just going to run it now. Cool. So it's going to grab some our Google spreadsheet data, all 154 records, and now it's going through. So it's 2, 6. So one thing that we can do is while it's doing that, we'll go to today's lead, click on go. You'll notice that we're at 21 already. I'm sorry, at 24, 28. So again, there we go, 33. Now what I can do is, since this is currently writing to it, if I go to Abby Echo here, you can see that she came across with the name, the company, the lead source. Excellent. So, and our lead status. So we can also, and also there is our campaign. So they're automatically enrolled directly into this campaign history, which could be your, further nurture or anything along those lines. So using the same sheet list, I mean, we can make this dynamic as well for different products they may be interested in. That could be used on a CSAT survey or something along those lines to bucketize what campaigns your leads should be in, or even your contacts. If they're only inquiring about one certain product and you have a campaign going for that certain product, you can do that as well, just with our mapping, and we will use some conditions for that. So that's a real quick lead create with a campaign history. If you have anything else, feel free to chat us through the app. There is the now chat client available. And you can also email hello@Syncfrog or just reach out to us in the community. So there we go, 154 records, 154 successes. I now have 154 new leads in my CRM, all set up with the correct campaign for the trade show they may have attended. Thank you and have a great day.